Well, hello.
Hi.
We haven't made a show for a long time, but we're back.
Hey.
We've been kind of busy. Mary's been sick, and I've been planning my 40th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, we have a few topics that we're going to do today. Oh, let's time it.
Oh, shoot. Well, let's call that 20, and so 15, 20 and 15.
So
This is
32.
dumb. 35.
32. 32. Okay. Sorry, we have to time our shows because YouTube will only let us have so many minutes.
Okay.
So we wanted to talk about relationships,
Okay.
marriage, and sex.
My favorite.
Because Mary's getting it and I'm not, so I don't really. I'm like, sex.
Her idea, though. So there we go.
So I just turned 40.
She did, just on Saturday.
And I was joking.
Little cutie. Just look a day over.
22.
Well, I wasn't going to go that. I was going to say like 35.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
trying to situate. Oh, look how.
Oh, look at
these
that.
giant shoulders.
It's
Okay.
just the stupid screen.
Okay.
We've changed our location to the living
Or
room.
somewhere else. No more dream board.
I realized I have a
Mermaid.
laptop. I can actually move
We
it
can
around.
move around. Wow. Instead of rearranging a room 80,000 times to make it better, let's just move.
Oh, I'm
somewhere else.
very blonde, and I rearranged my whole bedroom and my desk to get better lighting. And then I realized after spending 2 days doing it that all I had to do was unplug my computer.
There we go. Problem solved.
I'm hoping now that I'm 40, I'll get a little
You're going to
smarter.
get a little more grounded. Like me.
Oh, God. Oh, God, there's no hope. So, okay, going into out of our giggle fest, we're going to try to be more serious, too, but I don't think that's going to happen.
We'll try.
That's not going to happen. So anyway, but going into my 40s, I always have these huge epiphanies.
Is that right? No. I wasn't going to correct you. Epiphany.
I knew the moment I said it.
But we just reel it out. What was your realization? We'll call it.
My realization was I did a lot of thinking about friendships, and being that I'm still single, I did a lot of looking at relationships. And I had my cousin and his wife up, and they are the perfect couple. They're not disgusting, so you can handle being around them. You know, they aren't pawing and making out on your couch, but they're best friends. They get along great, and they respect and adore each other. And they have a wonderful marriage that's probably going to last for a lifetime. And I feel like I'm always surrounded by these people who are really unhappy marriages. You know, people who are fighting and miserable or going through divorces or they're unsatisfied. And so it made me think, what makes a really excellent marriage? Mary?
I know you're going to hand it off to me because I'm the marriage expert, let me tell you. I know all the answers there because both my marriages ended so successfully.
Well, but you learned through those marriages.
I did.
Did
I
you
learned
not?
a lot. Mainly about myself and my own, well, my poor first husband, we don't need to blame him for anything. He was, a sweetheart.
He was a good guy.
He was a good guy. He just wasn't mine, and I wasn't ready for that, and so I moved on. Typical Aries fashion. I think we really need to talk about what I learned about myself. That
No, not yourself, but what specific to marriage.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to hear about you, Mary. Just talk.
Well,
What do you think
I didn't
makes a
mean like
good
that.
marriage?
I meant what makes a good marriage.
Because I know in the marriages that you had, you know what doesn't work. Okay, you can
I
have
do.
a wonderful
and,
guy.
and
like,
we had a good marriage for probably 10 of those 18 years, I would say. Well, I'm not going to go into it that bad. Good God.
Please
Oh,
don't.
what's the timer? Is it 8:30 yet?
It's almost time. Wow, the show's
Wow,
over.
look at that. I think that you have to enjoy one another's company. You have to be comfortable together. You have to be attracted to each other, and you have to be on some level on the same spiritual page, on the same life worldview page. I mean, you don't have to be absolutely identical in that respect, but you have to have the same basic path, I guess. I mean,
Yes.
it doesn't have to be anything.
Like Florence Scovel says in that one. I don't know if you read that one part, but it talks about marriage, and it says in there, it says, your divine partner, it's a marriage made in heaven, brought on earth, and your divine partner is someone, everybody has their match. And their, so to speak, soulmate, whatever you want to call it.
Like that movie, The Butcher's Wife.
Oh, that was with Demi Moore.
Wasn't that
It was
good?
all about magic.
Yeah,
And did you
yeah.
watch that last night? Is that why?
No.
I haven't watched that in like 10 years.
I don't mean either, but
I'd have to clear away some of the pot haze to remember that one. But it's, yeah.
At any rate.
Because she went out of her way, went to a town
Right.
to find this butcher, and that was her soulmate. And it also, in Florence's book, because we love Florence Scovel, which I have to get Mary Elizabeth, the big book. But it talks about we all have our perfect match, and that you have to be of like mind. And some religions talk about being equally yoked,
Yoked to what?
It's like when that Jehovah guy that I almost went out with, he said, you can't have a steer and a donkey yoked together. I'm like, am I the donkey?
Right, what do I get to be?
Am I the mule?
Do I have to be that? Oh my stars, I was about to go off on a super tangent.
Were you?
I was, but I'm not. I'm going to save it, okay? But I do have a little tangent.
What?
No. I think that equally yoked by that in the Jehovah world means that you can't marry up right here.
Oh God, they're at the door. Watch
Bible
door.
teachers. No, thank you.
By equally yoked. God, let's get back on.
Let's get back to that, 'cause that's fascinating.
We're like
That-
cats. We're like sparkly.
Hey,
That is
what?
sparkly. Is that a string?
Super distracted. Now I forgot what we were talking about.
Okay, you said
Oh,
in
I know what I was
Jehovah.
going to say. I was going to say this. That. I also think that sometimes people can get a little too like, yeah, someone out there for me that was picked by God. I mean, it's not that I don't believe it, but I think that
Get to the
the
fucking
point is that just because you may have had a series of failed relationships doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong, or that they weren't supposed to happen and it wasn't part of your path and your journey, and you might have a bunch more that don't work out. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily going to be like that movie where all of a sudden everybody gets shuffled around and finds their perfect person.
Are we talking about The Butcher's Wife?
I am, but because everyone wound up with someone.
Unfortunately, Hollywood is not directing our life.
No, it
so
isn't.
happy.
It isn't. But
And I have theme music. My life's so boring.
theme music would be helpful.
That would be so great. Could you imagine walking down the street and
I would
your
love
theme
it.
music?
Mhm. That's right. And your sad music and your happy music. Carpenter's albums.
I wouldn't want a lot of Carpenter's albums. I'm not a huge
Nobody
Carpenter's
would but
fan. Don't worry, you can have all of them.
Great.
Name a Carpenter song.
Are you kidding me?
Regular.
Close to You.
Oh, okay.
Superstar. Is that what it's called? Superstar?
I don't know. How about ABBA? I love ABBA.
Oh, you can have all the ABBA albums. We are like a match made in heaven. We are the yin and yang.
We are not.
of
If we were
sappy
yoked,
music.
it would be a steer and a mule, and I would probably be the mule. But, well, I know, don't think about that too long. Because I was so offended. He's like,
I
you
know.
can't yoke a steer and a mule. And I thought,
I don't want to be either one.
am I a mule?
So you mean a steer?
He's
and
like, well, no, you
and
can
a
be
deer?
the steer.
Can
Wait
I
a
be
minute,
a
no.
little deer?
No,
Can
wait.
I want to be a cat.
Okay, a deer and
You
a...
can't yoke a steer and a
A
cat.
cat and a dog. You can't, but friendship?
No,
You can't
you
yoke a
absolutely
cat and a
can't
dog.
yoke a cat and a dog. You might be able to yoke a steer and a mule.
I think you
I
can
think
do that.
you could, but a cat
They're both kind of stubborn
cat
and
and dog,
lumber
no.
along slowly.
Right.
I'm
Just
going to
put the
find him
stupid
and I'm going to
farm
say, you
equipment
know
on
what?
and go.
The steer and mule theory does not work with
Doesn't
me.
hold up at all. The dog and the cat, though, yes. Little yoke.
The deer and the tiger.
Come on, yeah, kitty. The deer and the tiger.
The yoke would be,
You're just going in circles. The deer would be running. We could do
that would be a marriage that
all
would
day.
go nowhere.
No.
It would just circle and
Yeah,
circle.
just circle around.
One person trying not to be dinner, the other person trying to get dinner.
Go on and on.
But see, friendships like Mary, Elizabeth, and I are so opposite. We are even like, she's tall and skinny, I'm short and round. She, we don't eat, well, we're both vegetarians.
We are.
But I cheat. I'm, if the occasion arises. Like, I've been vegan until my birthday, and I went straight to swine. I ate pork and cake.
There you go. Pork and cake.
So I'm not a good vegan. I'm a vegan when it's convenient.
I'm never a
me.
vegan because I like cheese.
Yeah. That's a typical vegetarian.
But
But, but we have a great time. We laugh so much. Would it make a good marriage? Probably maybe for a year, and then, it'd be irreconcilable differences.
wouldn't be that funny anymore.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're not funny anymore.
I don't think you're funny no more, Miss Mary Elizabeth. Out!
So that is a good question. It's like, they say opposites attract, but they don't stay together. But I don't know. I think this is what I'm going to sum it up to. I think that you can be opposite. You can have differences, but like you said, I think spiritual likeness is important. If spirituality, whatever's really, really important to you, like spirituality, that's big. That kind of seeps into and directs your whole life, at least for me. So I can't have a man. I do not want to be with an atheist. I can't be with an atheist. It's like, fuck the Lord.
Oh, wait, now I want one of those. It'd be funny. I don't think anyone says that, do they? Atheists actually march around saying, fuck the Lord. I am so...
If there were a crazy atheist, I would get him.
That's true.
I would get
That's
him
true.
because
You would.
it's the universe's way of having fun.
A little too
Let's
fun.
give Kate some,
Crazy.
yeah,
Little
and
bit,
see what she does with
stir
it.
her up a little bit crazy. There you go. Let's see how she handles that.
Oh, and you have to be best friends. That's the big. If you're
That's the
best
big one.
friends and you can laugh at each other's stuff and you can bicker, but in a way that's loving. There's bickering that's just sick. Like that one couple. We won't mention any names, but we had a couple on my 40th. I had all these couples that were really loving and respectful, and even some of them have been married forever. And you can tell the wife's just like. These two wives started talking about, was there a camp you could send your husbands, like a hunting camp or something, to get rid of them for. But it was still done in good jest, and they were very respectful of their husbands and stuff. But then there was one couple that there was some weird game plan and some kind of tearing each other down. And you see these couples, and it's so unattractive to be it with your friends, regular friends, or with your boyfriend or your mate or your spouse, to tear each other down.
Don't do that.
Oh, shoot. Well, we'll continue this in a few minutes.